There is a specific kind of relief that arrives not suddenly, but gradually. It doesn't announce itself, it doesn't rush in. It seeps through the body quietly, almost politely, after something has been placed where it belongs. It's the moment when your eyes stop darting around the room, when your hands no longer feel restless, when your mind, which had been running background calculations all day, finally releases a breath it didn't know it was holding. This relief is not about cleanliness, it is about resolution, and for many people, resolution is rare. From the outside, organizing looks simple. Objects move from one place to another, surfaces become clear, drawers close smoothly. But on the inside, something far more complex is happening. The brain is responding to a shift in signals. Chaos is being replaced with predictability. Unfinished loops are being closed. Visual noise is being reduced. And the nervous system, which has been quietly overstimulated, finally begins to downshift. The human brain is constantly trying to make sense of the world. It is always asking questions, even when you're not aware of them. What is this? Where does it belong? What does it mean? Is this important? Do I need to remember this? Clutter forces the brain to ask these questions repeatedly all day long, and every unanswered question costs energy. Over time, that cost becomes fatigue, irritation, overwhelm, a vague sense that something is wrong even when you can't explain what. This is why some people feel an almost immediate urge to organize when they feel stressed, anxious, or emotionally overloaded. Not because they suddenly care more about order, but because their brain is searching for a way to reduce cognitive load. When you organize, you remove questions, you eliminate ambiguity. You tell your brain, this is handled, and the brain listens. For people who love organizing, this response becomes deeply ingrained. The body learns that movement brings relief, that sorting brings calm, that order brings silence. And eventually, the urge to organize becomes automatic, a self-regulation response, a way to return to baseline without needing to analyze feelings or explain emotions. Often, these people are not even aware that they are using organizing as a psychological tool. They just know that it works, that after they clean, they feel different, lighter, clearer, more grounded, more themselves. This connection between environment and emotion is not accidental. Your surroundings are constantly communicating with your subconscious. They tell you what is expected of you. They remind you of what you haven't finished. They reflect back to you how much you're carrying. And when that reflection becomes too heavy, the mind seeks to change it. Organizing is one of the few ways the brain can immediately change its environment and see instant results. You don't have to wait. You don't have to ask permission. You don't have to depend on anyone else. You act, and the world responds. That immediacy is powerful, especially for people who feel stuck in other areas of life. Every completed task releases a small amount of dopamine, not excitement, not pleasure, satisfaction, completion, the kind of dopamine that stabilizes rather than stimulates. And when these small releases stack up, they create a sense of momentum, a feeling that things are moving forward, even if only in one small corner of life. This is why organizing feels especially comforting during times of uncertainty. When the future feels unclear, when emotions feel tangled, when decisions feel heavy, the act of organizing creates a pocket of certainty, a place where cause and effect still make sense, where effort leads to visible change, where control is not an illusion. Control in this context is not about dominance, it is about safety. The nervous system relaxes when it can predict outcomes, when it knows what comes next, when it does not have to stay alert for sudden changes. Order provides that predictability, and for people whose nervous systems are sensitive, that predictability is soothing in a way that is almost physical. Many people who love organizing grew up in environments where emotional order was inconsistent, where moods shifted without warning, where expectations were unclear, where they had to stay observant to stay safe. In those environments, learning to read surroundings became a survival skill, and as adults, their brains still respond strongly to environmental cues. For them, clutter does not feel neutral. It feels like instability, like unresolved tension, like something that might demand attention at any moment. Organizing becomes a way to reduce that tension, to create a space where nothing is waiting to surprise them. There is also a deep connection between organizing and boundaries. When you organize, you decide what belongs where. You define limits, you separate categories, you establish order. And psychologically, these actions mirror emotional boundaries. This is mine, that is not. This matters, that does not. This stays, this goes. People who struggle with boundaries often find comfort in organizing because it allows them to practice boundary setting in a non-threatening way. Objects do not argue, they do not guilt trip, they do not resist. You can move them freely, and in doing so, you rehearse the skill of choosing. Choosing is central to mental health, feeling that you have agency, that you are not trapped, that you can decide. Organizing reinforces this sense of agency repeatedly. Every item you place, every object you release is a small assertion of choice. Decluttering in particular brings this to the surface because letting go forces confrontation, not with the object, but with what it represents: a past identity, an abandoned plan, a relationship that changed, a version of yourself that no longer exists. This is why decluttering can feel unexpectedly emotional. People often think they are being dramatic when they feel sadness or heaviness while letting go of things, but they are not reacting to the object. They are reacting to the meaning, the memory, the time. Letting go is never just physical. It is psychological closure, and closure requires acknowledgement that something ended, that something changed, that something did not become what you hoped.
For many people, organizing becomes a quiet form of grief processing, without language, without labels, just hands moving, decisions being made, space opening up. And as the space clears, so does something inside. Organizing also changes how people relate to time. Clutter anchors the mind in the past, things not yet dealt with, decisions postponed, tasks unfinished. Order shifts the mind toward the present and the future. What is here now? What will be used next? What is ready? This shift can feel deeply grounding, especially for people who overthink, who replay conversations, who worry about what's coming. A clear space pulls attention back into the moment, into what is tangible, into what is manageable. And then there is rhythm, the steady repetition of organizing tasks. Fold, place, align, sort, repeat. This rhythm regulates breathing, slows heart rate, anchors attention. It creates a flow state where thoughts soften without being forced away. For people who struggle with traditional meditation, organizing often becomes meditation in motion. It allows presence without stillness, focus without pressure, calm without silence. Over time, people who organize regularly begin to associate order with emotional stability. Their body remembers how it feels, and when stress rises, the body naturally reaches for what it knows works. This is not obsession, it is adaptation. Organizing also influences self-perception. A tidy environment subtly reinforces the belief that you are capable, that you can maintain things, that you can handle responsibility. These beliefs matter. They shape confidence, they shape motivation, they shape how you approach challenges. A cluttered environment, especially for sensitive individuals, can quietly erode self-trust. It whispers messages of overwhelm, of being behind, of things piling up faster than they can be handled. Organizing changes that internal narrative. It replaces "I can't keep up" with "I can start here." And that shift is powerful. People who love organizing often do not talk about it in these terms. They may simply say it helps them relax, or that they like things neat, or that mess bothers them. But beneath those simple statements is a complex psychological process unfolding. They are regulating their nervous system. They are reducing cognitive load. They are practicing choice. They are restoring predictability. They are calming their inner world by shaping their outer one. This is why organizing is not shallow. It is not trivial. It is not just cleaning. It is an embodied form of self-care that works because it meets the brain where it is. And perhaps the most important part is this: organizing is hopeful.
even when it happens during difficult times, even when it follows exhaustion or emotional pain, because it assumes a future. It assumes continuity. It assumes that things will be used again, that life will move forward. To organize is to believe, even quietly, that order is possible, that clarity can return, that things can be placed back together. And for many people, that belief is not abstract. It is felt in the body, in the breath, in the way the room feels when it finally becomes quiet. They are not chasing perfection. They are chasing peace. And peace for them is not found by escaping the world. It is created by shaping it. One small decision at a time, one object at a time, one space at a time. They are not organizing their home. They are organizing their mind. They are organizing their emotions. They are organizing their sense of safety. And when the room finally settles, when the noise fades, when the mind softens, the body understands something important. Things can be handled. Nothing is falling apart. You are allowed to rest now. And that is why they organize.